Hello, let's talk about the ulnar nerve. So, the ulnar nerve is one of the terminal branch of the brachial plexus. So, the ulnar nerve originates from the medial cord of the brachial plexus. Okay, so in this image, these are the cords of the brachial plexus. This is medial cord, this is posterior cord, and this is lateral cord. So, the medial cord, the ulnar nerve is one of the terminal branch of the medial cord. So this nerve is ulnar nerve. Okay, so now we will discuss about the landmarks of the ulnar nerve. As you know, the ulnar nerve is the nerve of the hand. So it supplies most of the muscles of the hand. In the forearm, it supplies or innervate 1.5 muscles, while in the arm there is no branch of the ulnar nerve. So it mostly supplies the hand muscles and the cutaneous supply to the hand. So we will discuss the landmarks. So in the forearm, the ulnar nerve has two landmarks, one in the cubital fossa region where it passes behind the medial epicondyle. So this is medial epicondyle, and you can see the ulnar nerve passes behind the medial epicondyle, and then it enters the forearm region in between the two heads of the flexor carpi ulnaris muscle. Okay, the flexor carpi ulnaris muscle. Then it passes down it and it enters the hand superficial to the flexor retinaculum. Okay, so it passes superficial to the flexor retinaculum. So this is ulnar nerve. Okay, and it passes superficial but deep to the palmar carpal ligament, but superficial to the flexor retinaculum, and it is medial to the ulnar artery. Okay, so these are is about the landmarks of the ulnar nerve. Now the distribution of the ulnar nerve. So it has muscular branches and the cutaneous branches. So in the forearm, it supplies the 1.5 muscle. First, it supplies the flexor carpi ulnaris muscle. Okay, in the forearm, in the arm, there is no branch of the ulnar nerve, but in the forearm, it supplies the flexor carpi ulnaris and the medial half of the flexor digitorum profundus. Okay, so the medial half of the flexor digitorum profundus is supplied by the ulnar nerve. Okay, and the flexor carpi ulnaris, the full muscle, is supplied by the ulnar nerve. So 1.5 muscle in the in the forearm is supplied by the ulnar nerve, while in the hand, after passing in the superficial to the flexor retinaculum and deep to the palmar carpal ligament, it divided into superficial branch, okay, and the deep branch. Okay, so this is deep branch and this one is superficial branch, and then it supplies all the muscles of the hand. Okay, including the hypothenar muscle, the palmar interosseous muscle, and the dorsal interosseous muscle, and the third and fourth lumbricals, while the other muscles of the hand, like the thenar muscles and the first or lateral two lumbricals, they are supplied by the median nerve. So the ulnar nerve supplies all the muscles in the hand except the thenar muscles and the lateral two lumbricals, which are supplied by the median nerve. Okay, the muscles of the hand which are supplied by the ulnar nerve are hypothenar muscles, interosseous muscle, dorsal interossei and palmar interossei muscles, and the third and fourth lumbricals. Okay, Then the cutaneous supply of the ulnar nerve, it supplies the one third of the palm of the hand. Okay, so it supplies one third of the palm of the hand. Okay, so this is one third of the palm of the hand, and it also supplies the 1.5 finger palmar side. Okay, so it is the cutaneous supply. The same cutaneous supply is on the dorsal side, so it supplies 1.5 dorsum of the skin of the dorsum of the hand, and 1.5 finger. Okay, so this is the about the cutaneous supply and the muscular supply of the ulnar nerve, which originates from the medial cord of the brachial plexus. Okay, so this is medial cord of the brachial plexus, and this is ulnar nerve.